Hi everybody, my name is Edwin and this is the last session of the CED 611 group counseling videos. This session is going to be a little bit different. Instead of showing how the videos go from 1, 2, and 3, I'm actually going to skip to the last session. So this would be sessions in my actual group presentation. This would be session 6. It's the closing session, so I really wanted to show how the group would be able to close, just to see if the main goal of this group is to show how an end session goes and how students learn and what tips and suggestions counselors can say since they're no longer going to be meeting. So enjoy. Alright everybody, thank you so much for showing up on time. I'm sorry to say this, but this is going to be the last time we're going to be meeting today. I know, darn, you don't have to, okay, don't be so sad about it. I thought we had fun the past few weeks. So for this session, what we're going to do a little bit different. I know we usually come in and we talk about our different topics that we have set up and the ones that we decided to choose from the weeks before. This one's going to be more of a closing segment. Like, I really want to hear from you, and I want to hear what you think and the thoughts and the skills that you picked up from the group. And if you have any questions or if you need anything else that we can address together before you guys go back to the high school real world and not have this space where we can come and talk to each other. So before we do that, I want to go ahead and start off with another little activity, and it's just to show us one last little technique before we go off. So I want you guys to stand up. This game is going to be a little bit different. It's called Walk It Out. And what I want you to walk out is I'm going to say a number of emotions or feelings, and I want you, to the best of your ability, to walk it out. So show me how you would show that emotion. So I'm going to just say random ones, and you guys have to just do it, okay?
Do we have to walk?
Yeah, how would you walk it out? How would you walk? How would you show your emotion? Sad.
We go about at the same time?
Yeah, just go. How do you show being sad? Okay. All right. So I see you guys have your heads down. It's like your hands are your shoulders are pretty down. Okay. How would you show anger? I don't know. How would you show anger? Yeah. Okay. So I noticed that your fists were closed up. Someone said stomping. How would you show happiness? When you guys are happy, do you really walk like that? No.
Yeah.
You walk around like this?
Yeah, shoulders up.
Okay, that's good. So your shoulders back, that could be a trait. What else? So how would you walk if you're happy? Honestly.
Probably like this.
Like she did? Yeah, so you're more relaxed. Your hands aren't, How would you walk scared?
Like looking around.
Okay, so maybe you're looking at your surroundings. So what I want you to notice is, as I went along, I said emotions that were a little bit more difficult to show unless something was happening to you. So if we're sad, we can obviously show we're sad because, we're down. Like, literally, being sad is being down. When I said scared, you can't necessarily, I guess you could walk scared, but there isn't a right way to do it. Just the same as when I said happy, there is no right way to show you're happy. Someone could be happy and walking with their shoulders down. So what this activity is, the goal was for you to see that you can't necessarily always tell how someone is feeling based on how they're walking. Each of you showed different things. Some of you closed your fists when you were angry. Others made a face. Others of you stomped. And not all of you did the same thing. So that's something that I wanted to just, have you guys pick up on, and I thought it was a pretty cool activity. So you guys can have a seat. So, like I said, this one was going to be a little bit more different, so I really want to hear from you guys. So if someone wants to volunteer and go first, I just want to go around the room. Actually, I'll go first, and I'll start what I feel I learned from the group. And then if someone wants to take over, we can do popcorn style, so you can pick on someone else, so we can make it kind of fun, all right? So I'm going to go first, and I'm going to say that this group really taught me what it was to be a group. You guys are my first group session. I found you all to be very interactive and you guys all participated, so I want to thank you for that. And then I learned so much, not only about all of you, but about myself too. And I hope that I can apply everything that we did here and from what you say, change things and be able to say that next time for the next group, so the next students that are going to be in my group. So I want to say thank you first of all. And one thing that I learned was how to share a group, so how to be a part of it and how to what to expect. So in the beginning, I don't know if you guys remember at our very first meeting when we made those rules together. I really like that. It showed that we all agreed on something, and that's what showed throughout the group. So I'm not sure if you know what popcorn style is, but I gotta pick on someone. So I'm gonna pick on Edgar. Edgar, if you want to go next.
What I learned from the group was to make friends, because before, like, first semester, I didn't really have that much friends. And then when I joined this group, I knew how to, like, talk to people. So then the next semester I started talking more to people, and then I became I became to have more friends.
Like more social.
Yeah.
Yeah, awesome. So like the group shows you how to do like social skills. So you were able to talk to people outside in school. That's what I'm trying to hear from you, right?
Yeah.
Awesome. That's really great. So now you got to pick on someone. Or I shouldn't say pick on someone because we're not picking on anyone like bullies or anything. But choose someone to go next.
Popcorn, Evelyn.
Well, what I learned from this group was time management skills. I feel like I learned how to prioritize what's important, as in like homework, choosing what like assignment I should do first, and prioritizing like my homework and my social life, so I know which one's more important, and then trying to do both at the same time, so like a balance.
Right. Cool.
Oh, and I choose Kasi.
Something I got from the group was that homework skills, because they helped me with my homework and I didn't have anyone else to ask for help, so this group helped me.
Awesome. So you like found like you were able to share, like say you needed help and you were able to hear from your different group mates. Great. And last but not least.
In this group, I felt like I had like a free space to like talk about my feelings, and I got to feel more comfortable like towards the end.
Awesome. So this is more like a safe space. So which is good because you guys actually mentioned a lot of the goals that we had in the beginning. I'm not sure if you remember, but our goals in the beginning were we wanted to work on academics, which a lot of you said, and we wanted to make sure that we felt like a group. And some of you guys said that being in a group helped you gain social skills. So that's awesome. I'm glad that we were all able to come together and actually experience this. Today it's going to be a little on the shorter side because it is our last meeting. So I do want you guys to, I want to ask before we end, do you guys have anything that you feel like we should address? Or do you feel like there's something else that we didn't talk about in our group before you guys go out back to class? Remember, we won't be meeting next week. So I really want you guys to use the techniques that we learned and use each other. Like if we're not going to be here in group, but you're going to still be in school together. Talk to each other. You know, if you need help with something, don't be afraid to talk amongst each other. Find each other out in the cafeteria, out in the field, wherever that you may be. You have gained new connections because of the group. So I want to leave the floor open. Does anyone have anything else they want us to address? Or do we feel pretty, what do you guys think?
Pretty good.
Pretty good? Good. All right, good. That's good. I mean, I'm doing somewhat of a good job. I hope. We can all pat ourselves in the back. You know, like good job getting through the group, our first group. And then just to close, we're gonna do one last activity. It's called powwows. So we're each gonna go around the room, and I want you guys to say one good thing and one bad thing that happened to you today. And I want you guys to share it as whatever it may be. For instance, I'll say one good thing and one bad thing. One good thing was I had a whole day of counselor training. I know to you guys that sounds like kind of blue and not as fun, but to me it was so much fun. We learned a bunch of different new techniques about crises, about response. I had a blast. One bad thing that happened to me though was that in order for me to get to the group, I had to sit in traffic for a good about hour and a half. It was not very fun, but A little plus to that is that I got to see all of you. So that was a good thing and a bad thing together. I know that's bending the rules a little bit. But I want you guys to share yours. Like, what's one good thing and one bad thing that happened to you today? I started on this side last time. I'm going to start on this side this time.
So one good thing that happened to me today was that I caught up with some of my reading for my class. One bad thing is that I have some more reading for another class.
The same thing, a little good and bad there.
Yeah.
Anyone else who wants to share next? I'll leave this one a little volunteering so we don't have to pick on anyone.
One good thing that happened to me today is that I found out I was passing my class, and then the bad thing was that I broke my phone today.
Oh, well, awesome job on passing your class. Keep up the good work. Your phone. Sorry. Who's next?
I'll go. A good thing that happened to me today was that I passed this one test I had, and the bad thing is that I'm failing this other class.
Good and bad. It's a balance. Remember we talked about that? You gotta be able to balance. We'll work on that though. No worries.
It could be about anything, right?
Anything. Good or bad. It doesn't have to be about school. It could be at home,
Okay.
work, wherever. If you work.
A good thing that happened to me today was I got 100% on my Spanish test. And the bad thing was I was walking and someone threw a rock at me.
Oh my goodness, someone threw a rock at you? That's terrible. That is a really bad thing. I'm sorry that happened to you. And great job on your academics. All right, everybody. I thought that was a little activity. That was fun. It was a closing group. I want to thank you guys all for participating, and I wish you guys the best. Remember, my counseling office is always open. If you guys have any questions or need anything, you guys can come to me and ask me questions, or just come talk to me. If my door is closed, just leave me a little note on there. I have sticky notes out there. And hopefully you guys have a great rest of your year, okay? Thank you for coming. Appreciate you guys.